Hi there. I've just been watching someone I know do a piece to camera, speaking on a video. And they did a cracking job. They came across really well. They never stumbled. Everything was word perfect. They looked good. Everything made sense. It was fine. But it didn't have that magic. It wasn't them. It could have been anybody saying those words. You might have been in situations where you're going to give a presentation at work, or you're shooting a video, or you're giving an interview to television or radio, and sometimes well-meaning friends and colleagues will say things like, just be yourself. And when people say that to us, we quite often interpret it as them saying, don't be big-headed. Don't puff yourself up. Don't get ideas above your station. Just chill out and be yourself. What I think they're really saying when they say that, just be yourself, is what they really mean is there's a magic in you. Just let that come across. And I see people time and time again, they're worried if they're going into unfamiliar territory with videos or presentations or interviews, they're worried that they're going to make a fool of themselves. They're worried that they're going to look foolish. They're worried that people will doubt their competence. And so what they do is they go away and they work really hard and they prepare and they practice and they dot every I and they cross every T and they come back and they deliver a competent performance. Sometimes it's a very competent performance. And your friends and colleagues and the people that know you, they look at that and they go, well, that was fine. Yeah, that was good. Yeah, they did well. But that person over there was better, or we'll give that other individual the job, or we'll use them again in future. And the reason that can happen is that other person who's maybe not as well qualified as you, they didn't try so hard, they're not as diligent at all of this, they weren't as well prepared, but they got that magic across, the bit of themselves that only they could be. And as human beings, that's what we're drawn to. And it really frustrated me when I worked in radio, and sometimes we'd be doing a special program or I'd be doing an interview with somebody and I'd take it very seriously and I'd take myself off and prepare and practice and I'd come in and I'd do a good job. And the guy next to me would roll straight out of bed, come straight into the radio station, no preparation, busking it, making it all up as he goes along. And he would have this magic. Where does that come from? How do you do that? Why are people more drawn to that? Well, it goes right to the heart of human authenticity. They were being real. I wasn't. I was trying to be this perfect version of a radio presenter. I was trying to get it right. They were just being themselves. They were on autopilot. They were busking it. Now, don't confuse that with somebody that doesn't care. The people that excel at this have practiced so much, are so good at it. They are, as Paul McKenna would say, they're in the flow state when they're giving these presentations, speaking on camera, giving interviews. They've done all the work and they're so relaxed. They know they're going to do a great job. My PE teacher at school used to tell a great story about an American basketball player, and they said that there was one day there was a special event, and it was called the $1 Million Basket. And if you threw the basketball and it went in the hoop, you did it, I think, from the halfway line. It went in the hoop, you won $1 million. And he said that this guy, this NBA basketball player, went to the halfway line on the court, stood up, looked away, and threw the ball straight into the net, won the $1 million. Because he was in the zone. He was executing a process that he'd gone through so many times. He was completely relaxed in that zone, and that's where the magic happens. And when we do presentation skills training, when we do media relations training, that's where I want you to get to. So in our session, we'll explore what's stopping you feeling like that. And quite often, maybe it's a little bit of imposter syndrome. Sometimes it's just unfamiliar territory. Sometimes it's, I'm not sure what to say. I've not been given proper guidance by my employer. So we're going to work with all of that. And we're going to put you in the place where you feel so at ease, so relaxed, so on top of this, that you're not concerned anymore with reminding everybody that you're competent. We know you're competent. What we want to get to is that little bit of magic, that sparkle in your eye that only you can deliver. And that when we put you on camera, it's unique. The magic, the flaws, everything in between. But it's a real person. It's you. And when you can start doing that, you'll enjoy speaking on camera. You'll enjoy giving interviews. You won't care what other people think of you. And people will come up to you and they'll say things like, "Oh, that was brilliant. That was amazing. Wow, you seem so relaxed." That's what they'll say. "You seem so relaxed. God, you're good at this." And you can get there with a bit of coaching and with a bit of practice. And if it's something that resonates, what I've just been saying, then do get in touch through here on LinkedIn. You can message me or through the website at comsteria.co.uk. And if there's somebody that you know that would benefit from this, then pass it on, because what I see quite often in workplace situations, and all of these are transferable skills, you can use this in job interviews, is people who, they are the best person for the job and they get passed over in favor of someone else, and it's often because they didn't feel able to let that little bit of magic shine through. So I hope that helps, and if you want to know more, just give me a shout.